let's make some maintenance templates. So maintenance templates are just the basic structure for what a task could be. So when you're a manager and you want to create a task and assign it to somebody, you don't want to have to redo the same work over and over again. So these are pre-stored procedures. Oil change tells you all the basic things you need to know about it, your actions, your part demands, tools you'll need, and you can add attachments and reference attachments in your technical library. Let's go back and let's make some templates. So templates are a series of steps, and there's this unique idea called proto actions. And if an action is repeatedly used across multiple procedures, it's worthwhile to store the individual action. So we have a bunch of proto actions here. Add engine oil, right? It tells you you have one part. This is how long it takes to add 5W30 engine oil. And those are useful for when you're redoing things. So let's create a proto action just for the scenario. And we'll call this replace tires. A lot of actions are going to be doing this, and this just saves you a little bit of typing. And let's just add some parts. We got our all-season tires for, and we're going to need some tools. So let's just add a floor jack and some, we'll need a torque wrench and some jack stands. Oh, you know, we don't need a jack stands if we're using a floor rack, so we'll just leave that there. And cool. We have our floor jack, we have our tires, we've created a prototype action. So now we can use this prototype action when we're actually creating templates. So let's build a template, and what we can do is we can reuse old templates, which is very convenient, especially when you're doing similar things, like, I don't know, if you need to replace spark plugs, there's a series of things you got to do before there. Let's enhance our brake inspection procedure. So I want to replace tires and do a brake inspection procedure. So I'll make a new template from the existing one just to take those steps, and we'll rename this to tire replacement So we'll save that metadata. And so we have our actions right here. We have our action editor panel, so you can come in here and you can edit what things are done here. We don't need the jack stands anymore because, well, it's already going to be hoisted. So just delete that. And we have our action creator portal. So I can come in here and I can, there's a variety of sources you can get an action from, and I've tried to just make it as easy as possible. But you can get it from another procedure. You can look up an action that probably already exists somewhere in the system. You can use these proto actions, which I've outlined, or, you know, from current build, or make a completely blank action. So let's come in here and let's do this tire replacement proto action. And let's look at all that. Oh, let's put an estimated duration point. Let's go 0.25. I'm feeling 0.25 today. And it has all these things pre-filled in. I'm copying all of the requirements, and you can choose not to. Sometimes, if you have a proto action, you can just take the instructions and then change the part inside of your actual new thing that you're creating. So let's say I wasn't using all weather tires. I could use a different type of tire within the system. And it comes in at the end, so we'll just move that bad boy up. And replacing tires is now at the top. I got the floor jack, I got the torque wrench outline, and the all-season tires are already pre-filled. I'm just going to add a part just to show you I can add a part. Cool, I added the part. Oh, God, one. I don't really like that, so let's get rid of it. Cool, so now I've got a new maintenance procedure by reusing a lot of the work I previously did. And just to show that you can also make a blank action, you know, if this is fully custom, you can come in here and you can add the blank action, and it's in here now. And let's go Test the brake system, test drive. And I'm just going to outline that. Expected duration, let's go 0.1. And submit that. So now we've got all of we have our steps created. We have our metadata updated. Let's go for vehicles, and I don't know, we'll make this specific to that Ford F-250. And what's going on here? I just updated the code. And so now we're going to create the template. Cool. How does my procedure look? Place tires, test drive. Looks good to me. So why don't we just assign some work to somebody? Let's go to the maintenance portal. I'm a manager. Create and assign. I know I'm blowing through this real quick, but I'm trying to show as much as possible. And tire replacement with brake inspection. Let's Ford F-250. There we go. And I'm currently logged in as admin, so I'm going to assign it to myself. Let's go to the technician portal. Let's just see. Okay. I have a new assignment. Looks good to me. Let's do some work. And so now I can continue to come in here and do all of my work. And that's how you create maintenance templates. And also notice this new feature. It's issued without inventory movement. So as a technician, sometimes I will do work and I'll grab the part myself. We still need to adjust it, and the supply staff needs to know that something was taken. So this is a way for me to do that. Now it's getting a little bit into the work side of it. So that is how you make a maintenance template. Maintenance templates are the core of maintenance assignment.